Hi, my name is Dylan Mutersbach. This is IO, and this is part 1 of Ouroboros Protocol Milestone 4. So in this one I got essentially every mesh done that I'm going to use, every single item out of all 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 items. I have both enemies and their health bars fully set. I have the boss all finished up. I have the chest working and spawning things properly. I have my decals finished. I have stoplights and street lights. I've got my water cooling pipes here, just set for example. I've got my rain particles finished up. I have all these which I use in the level that I'm making, and I have this chain link fence. Yeah, because it's, if you look really closely, it's made out of links. That's yeah, I felt real clever coming up with that one. But these are all the props that go into the level. But right now this is just me showing off kind of the work that goes into it rather than the level itself. Then I'm going to show the white boxing for the level. So I did do a lot of reworking, a lot of tweaking done in this, a lot of polish. And one of the biggest ones was that right there. You can see the bottom left, I now have health. Bites were made bigger, they were made faster. And the hammer now does damage, and you saw when they were close enough that they had a health bar. Yeah, see? And then when they're killed, they drop particles. As you could probably see at the bottom right, I also have an actual count for the bullets, and I actually have, well, let me reload real quick. I have a trail when you shoot. You can only shoot actors, which is probably why it won't let me shoot the floor. But you can see a bullet kind of smoke trail. When I press R to reload, there is an actual radial progress bar right in the middle there, and you can see at the bottom right it says R to reload, and then it reloads back to 5. And this all does, of course, do damage. Everybody was buffed, including these guys, even though you get close, they activate their thing, and it actually does damage now, so you really want to watch out for it. A couple of them purposefully miss and flank you, that way you kind of walk into it. And of course, if they kill you, if you want, oh, there we go, yep. That's not supposed to happen, but you know, it's close enough, it's death. Death's not supposed to be pretty. As you can see, that orb constantly approaching me is the new version of the Megabyte's secondary attack. This is an orb that is actually parryable in the direction of which you're looking. So if I charge it up, I'm able to smack in that direction. It does deal damage to whatever you hit with it. As you can see, the health properly works every time on contact. There's a bit of... Oh, I don't know where you're going. There is a bit of delay that you get. A bit of iframes, that way it doesn't immediately kill you. And of course... Oh, he's gone. Yeah, I got the reloading. Most of the animations are fixed. There's still a little bit of a glitch right at the start where the animation actually messes up a little bit. And then I replaced the dash with this dodge roll mechanic that rolls IO in the direction that he's facing. This also gives iframes and hides the current weapon that you have equipped. Pretty nice. You go and kill this guy real quick so he's out of my way. Yep, and he's all despawned. And then these are the items that we've got. So first I'll show the chest real quick, which when you have the bites, where did you come from? I did not mean to pick that up, but whatever. There we go. Okay. When you have the bites, you can unlock chests. And as you can see in the top right, I do have the bite counter right up here. And when I press it, chest opens up, CD pops out, and it spawns a random one of these items right here. I accidentally picked one up already, but if I go ahead and reset it real quick. So the item's in order. Please get out of here. Nice. So this is aerogel. It's a little bit transparent. It's got this cool kind of mechanic where it's, when you pick it up, you can see I have jump height, and I have a set jump height, and after I pick it up, I'm a little bit lighter. It's supposed to replace the metal in your system with the aerogel itself. And each of the items stack to essentially an infinite extent. Some numbers can't technically get infinitely small, so some of them do cap really far down the line, but it takes a while. This is antivirus. You can see that when I take damage from this guy, one shot will be, see, 15 damage right there. Now if I take this antivirus here, one shot will be around, now it's, I should floor it, so there's no point, but it was about 13.1 instead, which is enough. Of course, when you collect more of them, there's a much bigger difference, but with these, you have a much better chance of survival. And then there is, oh, I forgot to parry it this time. Then there's the battery bank, I believe. Yeah, the battery bank, which does actually increase your health regen, which is definitely something I need right now. You can see it has increased it. Instead of 1, it's about 1.5. I can't do that. It's 1.3, I think. So that increases the health regen there at the bottom left. And then this right here actually increases movement speed, so I get a little bit faster. This increases your max health. This is a solar panel. No, sorry. I think I programmed them backwards. Either way, very similar items between these two. But this one increases your maximum health. It's essentially a solar panel that attaches to the top of his head. This right here is a spare bullet. You can see I have 5 out of 5 at the bottom right. Now when I pick this up, I have 5 out of 6, and then when I reload, I have 6 out of 6. So it increases your ammo capacity by 1. This is rocket boots. After I grab them, I have a secondary jump, reference to one of my favorite games. So if you get that, good on you. This right here is RAM. Essentially increases your reload speed. So after I fire all my shots, I press R to reload, it takes about 3.5 seconds. Now if I use RAM, it takes probably about 2.7 seconds. I can't remember the exact math. And then the last but not least is malware. It's supposed to represent like a bug or a virus. But when you equip it, you deal more damage per shot. So you can see that I deal just a little bit more per hit, which is pretty nice. Normally these guys take a lot longer to kill, but that just increases your damage by about 1.3 times. Then we can go and open this chest, see what I get. Another rocket boot. Now I got another jump, and then this increases that jump height per jump, which is pretty nice. Other than that, all of these are the props that actually go into the level. This is a barrier that kind of represents a stick of RAM, but like in the motherboard, but also represents one of those kind of parking, like the Jersey barriers. Got a couple decals just for like tutorial purposes, and this is for the crosswalks in the city. This actually spells out the letter X in binary because it is a crosswalk. So yeah, I felt smart for that one. This is the rain particles kind of joining together because this is all the rain that would spawn in that small area, but kind of in one little thing. And then this is that street lamp, and this is that it's supposed to kind of represent a digital version of a kind of an OR switch here, which is red or green, which is, you know, a stoplight. And then of course you can see the link if you look closely is https://www. And then just kind of loops. The importing kind of mucked it up a bit, but you can still kind of make it out. These are all the things that actually go in the level. Let me actually show the level off now. So, oh, I didn't even show off the megabyte. I guess I can do the next part. So then here is the boxing for the level. I showed this off a little bit, but now it's a little bit more tuned to the players. Oh, well, you can kind of spoiler there. It's kind of tuned to the players' movement set just a little bit more. So this is like the general boxing of the level. This is going to be how it plays out. This guy's not supposed to be here, but yeah, he's dead. So there's going to be a couple chests at the start just to kind of get you your items. These are just kind of boxed out, going to be barriers. You kind of go down here. So this first route takes you through just this small area down here. And then you kind of get like a glimpse of like the city. You go this way a little bit. Jump this gap over here. So this one goes through down right here. There's a couple little secrets. Goes over here. And essentially just like an intersection right here. And then the main boss battle. And then the upwards area right here. I lose my track. It takes you through a little bit of a tunnel. There's an area you can come back up right here. A little bit of a bridge kind of thing right here. Chest is going to be hidden underneath. And of course, these are going to be strewn with enemies with a different kind of composition based off of what you'd be using. I'm going to try to hide a lot of the enemies in order to make it so you don't use a ranged weapon too much. But you definitely should be using it when you can. And then this up area is definitely a little bit thicker than this area down here. Just because there's kind of multiple branching paths within this branching path, simply because this area has a lot more to offer in that intersection space. So this one I wanted to do a little bit more right here. So there's this area, you can go up, you can swap between these two areas a lot. And there's even this overlook where you can shoot down at some of the enemies down there and earn some bits that way in order to open the chests up here. Or you can kind of bounce between both major paths if you'd like. Just kind of whatever your playstyle is. You can even do it completely stealthy if you choose to. I'm sure the bites will seek you out anyway, but there's this kind of area over here. I'm going to hide some bites. All of this I plan on making like the chain link fences. Then a couple of secrets. I really want to award exploration, especially with stuff like this where it kind of goes in and through and through and through and through, and there's going to be like a chest right here. But either way, everything convenes right here going this way to the boss arena, which is going to kind of close behind you. You got to be careful not to fall down. And then the megabyte, as you saw earlier, is going to spawn right here, drop in, and then you have the boss battle. And once that's done, the level's over. But this is just the simple white boxing. I know I talked about how much I plan on doing with the other level, but I'm actually completely done, and that's going to be the next video. So this was all just showing off that white boxing and really everything other than the actual level design itself and final art. You can see everything that I've used, but it all put together with the cell shader on it gives a lot more of an impression. So you can see that in the next video. Thank you.